You can hear the buzz in the background. We've got Paul, Daly, out.
Like that big screen.
Mountsier. I am your host today. Been walking through NADA. It's just been an absolutely exciting day. And just recently, the Time Dealer of the Year award was announced, as well as Paul Walzer, the chairman for 2021 of NADA, gave his closing remarks. So excited to be here. We want to thank Effective, our sponsor for today, for giving us the opportunity to bring you all this content, to bring you live and in-person elements all throughout NADA show. But with that, I want to throw it out to the NADA show live at the main stage. Here it is, Paul J. Daly and Michael Cirillo.
What's going on, everybody? It is the last live stream of the day. I'm losing my voice a little bit. Let's make sure. Oh, his mic's blinking. Oh, we're good. So last live stream of the day. I'm already losing my voice. I kind of was last night. The energy was very palpable. We just got done the first live main session where Paul Walzer addressed the whole crowd, talked about his vision for the automotive industry. Big encouragements coming. Also, Time Dealer of the Year awards. And so we got to see all the nominees and the finalists and the winner. We just wrote an article on ASOTU.com. You can read an article about the winner. And then we just heard a keynote from former White House press secretary for George W. Bush and co-host of Fox News' The Five, Dana Perino, who really encouraged dealers. She gave the dealers a lot of compliments, saying that she was incredibly impressed at how they know the community. And she said, she gave them a compliment and that she had to explain. She said, "You're all such great politicians." She goes, and I mean that in the best way. It was because she means, like, you know what it is to be with the people. You know the needs of the people. You know how to negotiate through that and really serve the people. So, like, I think it was a really well-rounded day. You and I spoke to a lot of people about the day. And this was kind of a reminder on the big stage and in the big room that the automotive industry is actually won and lost in very small increments in communities all across the country.
Yeah, it is a people business, and sometimes that can be easy to forget. It's a people business. Sometimes that's really easy to forget, especially as we get kind of trapped into the vortex of the hype and all of those sorts of things. But that was a really great reminder that dealerships, the car business, is a people business. Some of the best people I've ever met in my entire life, one of them standing right here, is just an amazing person. And so that's something definitely to emphasize. We bring in some people.
We're crashing some people. We're crashing right now. Okay, come on in. Come on in. Oh, you're both coming in. Come on in. No. If you shake my hand, I'm going to pull you in. If you shake my hand, I'm going to pull you in. Right? Okay. Some of my favorite people in the world. We saw them last night in the stadium. This is Greg Ciocca and Greg Ciocca Jr. Right? One of these two was a Time Dealer of the Year nominee on the stage. We tried to hoot and holler. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You were crying?
I was so proud, just my whole family, all my teams here. And it's just a great honor. I feel like I already won, being nominated for Pennsylvania and everything. It's just a life's work. And I just feel very proud of that and everything. But I'm proud of my team. My team is, they're all here. And it's just a great opportunity to just say thank you. Thank you to all of them. So it's pretty cool.
Well, congratulations. Greg Jr., did they get it wrong?
I think they did. I think they got to do a recount or something. There's a lot of really good dealers out there. A lot of people that it's well deserved. They do some fantastic work. The collective body just gives back so much to the communities and the neighborhoods out there. So it's a real experience. This guy from $700, his mom's garage. You know the story a million times. To be here as one of the top dealers, it's a cool experience to be his son and see all these future generations and dealers that have gone advanced forward. So it's a cool event.
Okay, so my first experience with your stores many years ago, I was a vendor for one of your stores, doing completely different business, reconditioning, and one of my directors introduced me to you. And you were in the Subaru store in Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Absolutely.
And I was absolutely astounded at how all the other managers who are much older, how old are you right now?
32.
Okay, so you were probably about 25.
Probably somewhere around that.
Yes. And you were probably 25, and all of the other managers had such respect for you. And it's something that you don't always see, where the boss's son, right, garners that level of respect. And they were actually, if I remember correctly, they were saying that you understand where the industry is going. You understand were the young people, how they want to buy. And this was years ago. And it just struck me. And that's kind of how our relationship started out, because I had you on a podcast and then we got to know each other.
Yeah.
And so why is it, do you think, that that's the truth?
I mean, I think when you're around everybody every day, working with them and rising through the ranks, I think you gain the respect of everybody. So, like a lot of these people, they start off cleaning cars, working in service, going through as a sales associate, finance manager, new car manager. I went through that path, and all of our general managers at all of our stores go through that same path. So when the leader of the store and of the company goes through that path, everybody sees that, the respect is there. You don't have to kind of earn it. It's already given. And then obviously you got to maintain that respect and do something that, you would do, not, that they would do. You want to do everything for them to show them it's the right way to do it and the right thing to do. So,
and what role are you filling in the organization right now?
So right now we're running our Mercedes store in Mercedes-Benz Flemington.
Like general manager
of our Mercedes store there. So it's been an awesome store, great brand, great cars. We're continually working with our other general managers at a lot of our other dealerships, learning best practices, what all the manufacturers are doing. Obviously, with the electric cars, EV, it's full on hand stack for that. So we want to be ready for the future.
We do see him playing a bigger role in the very near future. He just doesn't know yet. But we have some other things going on, and he's doing a wonderful job, as well as my son Dylan, and my son Cole, and our whole team. So, the future's very bright. We're on the growth path, and we want to just continue to grow.
Talking about doing something new. Every time I talk to you, you're doing something new, and not a little something new. Right. Tell me about the Subaru store in Philly.
That thing is a monster. It is
the biggest building I've ever seen.
It's a large store, and
it's a new point.
Brand new point. It came in 5th in the nation last month after being there for 60 days. And our Allentown store that you called on, that came in 4th in the nation. So we had 2 of the top 5 Subaru dealers in the nation. So how about a proud moment for us and our family and our whole team? We couldn't have done it with all the support that we have, partners like you, just all our team and everything. It's been a great launch. It really has. We think it will be the #1 retailer of Subarus in the nation, hopefully. So
absolutely. I can't help but thinking when Dana Perino just said, they say when every senator looks in the mirror, they see a president staring back at them. And when she says, I think some of you should run, I was like, I don't know. What do you think, President Coiccas? How does that sound?
I don't see that in my future, but
you value your life too much.
I said you may not have won this, but you could be President of the United States.
Well, thank you so much for all you do and the inspiration, Greg. Thanks so much for just being a part of the team and showing all the young people in the industry that it is possible to come through the ranks. It is possible to cast vision. It is possible to become. Were you the youngest GM of a Mercedes-Benz store in the country?
We had some young GMs. I was definitely up there, but I don't think I could take the credit for the youngest. I might have been beat by a year.
What a Mercedes-Benz store.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, yeah, that for sure. No, but thanks for setting the bar for the rest of the industry, being a great example, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Thanks,
absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you again. Absolutely. Thank you. Great seeing you.
Great seeing you. Great seeing you. Thanks, guys.
So Greg Coiccas Jr. Coiccas dealerships in, it was just Allentown, Pennsylvania, but it's across Pennsylvania, New Jersey. His story is so, it's unique like so many, but he never stepped foot in the dealership. He sold his first used car. I think he was a teenager, maybe. He bought it, put it on the front lawn so that he could give his mom some money. He cleared $600, and now I can't even count the rooftops anymore. If you haven't heard of Coiccas dealerships, you will hear about them more really, really soon. They're a freight train that isn't going to stop, and as you can tell, some of the nicest people.
Well, so one of the things that stands out to me is I just met them last night, and I feel like I'm part of their family.
You are?
I don't,
It's an Italian thing. I'm just kidding. It's not.
But the thing is, I feel like I'm part of the family, and so much of the conversation. I know you've had a lot of conversations about this. I know I've had a lot of conversation about this. It's that culture can be felt. You can feel culture, right? And so that right there, the feeling that I had, that draw in. He was just standing here, but I felt like this magnetic pull towards him. That is something that we need to be understanding a little bit more. When we say the greatest people we've ever met are in this industry, that's why they grow the way that they grow, because they don't even know what they're doing. It's just so natural to who they are. There's that magnetic pull into who they are as people.
We're bringing more people in.
All right, we're bringing more people in. Ashley, how are you?
Hi,
I
everybody.
saw the Facebook friend request. Thank you.
Yeah.
How are
I'm
you?
like, how am I not connected with you on Facebook?
I think, you know what? I think we've been connected
I think
before
so
in the
too.
past.
Yeah, I agree.
Until I showed up creepily and like photobombed your little Women in Automotive photo shoot yesterday.
Yeah, Women of Color Automotive Network had a great photo shoot. We were super excited to get us all together and to see all the founders together. It was an awesome morning yesterday.
Okay, so you're with the Walzer Group,
I am.
and you showed me. Yeah, we'll put you in the middle.
Alrighty.
So you showed me the spreadsheet, and it had many, many, many people, and it had many colors, and it was the plan
Yes.
for what all the members of the. How many people are here with Walzer? Do you know the total?
Say we have about 25, at least 20 for sure.
25
I mean, we were
country.
all up in the making sure we're here to support Paul and.
Hooting and hollering.
Yes, exactly.
And so you had the spreadsheet, and every line, every column was color coded, and it had little X's, right, to correspond with the column on the right or the left.
Every event.
So have you hit all the X's that were mapped out? Each column it represented a person.
So
because who made that
that
list?
was the amazing Donna Risner. She is awesome and helps keep all of our lives together, especially Andrew Walzer's. Yeah.
It was so impressive you remembered Donna.
Everybody needs a Donna. Donna's awesome. We have to give her a shout out. Hi Donna. I'll send this to you.
So did you hit all the little X's in your column for the day?
Yes.
I mean, this was one of them.
Yes. Yes. I mean, obviously. Paul.
So, how do you feel about just the energy on the floor, and how do you feel that the just dealers and people within your group are looking into 2022, even after just being here today?
It's great to be here and to be in person with people. You know, at Walzer, we're very progressive. We're always trying to stay ahead. We see the trends. But to actually get out here, check out the expo, see what everybody's coming up with. It's one thing to be virtual like we were last year, but the energy to like today and yesterday has been unbelievable. I'm so glad and grateful to be here. And to be a part of this event was pretty awesome. I'd never been at a main event stage.
It is, you see it. And until you're in the room, you don't understand the scope of it. And even like when you're in the back, until someone walked out, we're like, oh, that's really big, that stage.
Yes, exactly. So it's a awesome feeling to be out here and gets you excited for what we're doing, right? At Walzer, especially in my role, I'm focused on the customer journey, staying ahead from the digital performance perspective. And it just invigorates you when you're reminded of why we do this in our communities and the people that we're serving on the other side of the computer. It's easy to say that we're talking about leads. They're not leads. Each of those leads is a person.
That's right.
So it's pretty cool.
So what are you looking forward to tomorrow? Or do you have big plans tonight?
We have a few big plans tonight. We actually we have some meet and greet passes with Fallout Boy. So kind of excited. Like
how many do you have? Would that be the one too many?
We have a few people going to that. We're going to be definitely supporting Capital One and Ally at their events.
Oh, is that their event?
Yes.
Okay.
Capital One has Fallout Boy. Keith Urban is with Ally, so we'll be at both of those.
Oh, you're going to both? Yeah. Or is it like a crossroads?
We're going to be on Tropicana busking. We're going to be doing our own keynote.
We're gonna see how these press credentials actually work. What are you looking forward to do tomorrow? Is there any demo or anything that you're trying to look at that you're excited about?
So I'm actually speaking at the Drive Centric booth for their Power Hour. So
what time?
At 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. So I will be out there with 3 other Rockstar Drive Centric users, and we're just wanting to connect with other people, help them see some of our best practices and what we're doing to help kind of just everybody, right? Like if we keep everything in, which is why we love Automotive State of the Union, right? It's connecting us all together. But if we can just help share some of the best practices that we're doing with others, and it'll help empower them to be stronger in their performance.
You know, I love that. When people are willing to say, hey, here are the secrets. This is what we're doing. Here's the platform you can do it on.
Yes.
Right? That really is the spirit of this industry. And you probably don't see that in a lot of other industries. It really is. There's plenty to go around, and we all know that we all rise together. And so thank you for doing that and kind of being a leader there. You've been a leader there.
We try, and Paul mentioned it too. Andrew, our CEO, we have dealer groups visiting us constantly because they want to understand one point of contact. They want to understand our technology, and we welcome them with open doors. Let's talk. Let's help move this industry forward together.
Well, thank you so much for sharing some of that with us. And have fun at Fallout Boy. If you see us, we'll probably be like dressed as
I'll
bus
try
boys.
to get you in. I'll try
Okay.
to get you in.
Tell them we'll give them great coverage.
Yes.
Great coverage.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Y'all have a
Talk
good
to you
one.
soon.
And just so we're clear, she looked at you and said she will try and get you in. We're going to be sitting at Denny's.
We'll plan. We'll plan.
You know what? She hit the nail on the head. It's being in person. It's being able to actually physically get to feel the energy and be around other like-minded people. And I love that she drew attention specifically to the fact that a rising tide lifts all boats. A true measure of success for me, I know many feel the same way, is that the true measure of success is when you're willing to share. Like nothing else actually brings you more satisfaction than sharing something that helps somebody else do the same thing. So I think that's
I
tremendous.
was reaching for my phone because the Time Dealer of the Year winner, he quoted Winston Churchill, and he said something. I'm going to misquote this terribly because my phone's right there, but it was something along the lines of the measure of your life is not in the things that you are given, but the things that you give. Like that's how you know. That's how you measure success.
Which cross references over to Damien yesterday because he said the exact same
Damien
thing.
Mills, yeah.
It's not about what you get, it's about what you give.
Yeah,
tremendous.
So on that note, we've given you all we can. The show is over. People are going home. We're going to try to find some more great content. If you haven't already followed the platforms, follow them. Automotive State of the Union. Follow the hashtag ASOTU, ASOTU. If you're at NADA, use the hashtag ASOTU so that people following the hashtag can see all the other troublemakers making trouble in Las Vegas at the convention. We're going to be back live streaming tomorrow morning, give you multiple live streams. We have a few special ones. There's a live stream at the Cars booth. It's a conversation on diversity and inclusion. I'll be moderating a panel of 4 others. And then there's also a keynote from the VinQ stage. It is vendor-dealer relationships and the speed of innovation. So a couple special long-form pieces of content for you tomorrow. And we're just going to try to bring you everything we can and try to find however many keynote speakers we can and try to sneak into Fallout Boy. So, Kyle, back to you so you can close us out.
Guys, thank you so much. Really, I love talking to the Coiccas and to Ashley. Ashley's one of my favorite people. Glad you guys got to catch up with her and just encourage us along the automotive industry and encourage not just troublemaking, but the pushing back, the leaning into people and culture and everything that the dealers across the country are all about. It has been an incredible day of troublemaking, an incredible day of news highlights across the industry. And we're thankful that you joined us. All the people at NADA are headed out to the parties and the fun and the dinners and desserts and all that they get to enjoy out there in Las Vegas. But for those that are left at home, we're gearing up for the weekend, gearing up for the day that we call game day here in automotive. That's the day we serve customers. And so if you're that, get out there and serve somebody. Let's go.